everybody, it's your crazy fangirl Shiny. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today we are watching the 5th episode of Game of Thrones. Now I'm very nervous for this because like the last episode, yes, it did drag on a little bit. It was a little bit boring here and there, but it did leave all of us with many expectations for this episode, and I have expectations, but I also have my theories. So quickly, just before we get into this episode, I just want to kind of recap, because last episode I couldn't really recap because my sister was literally like 3 doors down and she watches it as well, so I was like, I don't want to spoil it for her because it's Game of Thrones, it's a big deal, and like I don't want to spoil anything. It's the last season. So last episode, obviously we got to see Daenerys go back to her home, and unfortunately we lost another dragon. It's really annoying. And Missandei unfortunately died. It's so annoying. And yeah, Daenerys mainly is probably one of the characters I'm focusing on the most, because she literally is on the brink of winning everything and losing everything at the same time. Like she's at the brink of making some really stupid decisions, especially with the fact that she doesn't have her full army anymore. Like the massive army she came with, it's very, very small now. It's not a large one, and even with the forces that are coming from the north, it's still not good enough. It's still a very, very big crowd that Cersei has in her possession, and then Jaime went back, and yeah. So anyway, I was gonna say Daenerys, and I made a post about this on Tumblr, but then I quickly deleted it because so many people were like really making a big deal about it. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep my opinion about this to myself, and then I'll talk about it on the video, and people can harass me on that because I don't want to get harassed before the episode comes out. But yeah, I found that like some of the qualities that Dany's been having recently, especially with what she's been saying about bringing the dragon fire and bringing fire down on the people and stuff, it really reminded me of the Mad King, and people are going to kill me, but I was thinking that she might go down the path of the Mad Queen. Maybe. Okay, just hear me out, because I mean, in the last episode especially, she's on the verge of doing some really stupid stuff, and the last scene from the episode was her looking extremely pissed. Like, we have never seen her this pissed before, and she's on the verge of just kind of like exploding. And seriously, it literally can go either way. Like, she can make really good decisions in this moment, or she could go the other way and kind of go mad in a way, with not with power necessarily, but with violence and the fact that she wants to get the throne. I'm very excited for this episode, so let's just get straight into it because I'm very excited. I've been waiting all day for this, and finally it came out and I got it, so let's just watch this now. But before that, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video, but also to keep up to date with all my other reactions to more TV shows, movies, and video games. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this. Oh no, don't, you piece of shit, don't do that. Whatever, who are you sending that to?
She won't eat.
Oh.
We'll try again. What have I told you, Martha?
The greater the risk, the greater the reward.
Go on. They'll be missing you in the kitchen.
Wait, is he trying to poison her? Because he said we'll try again later? What the
But what I tell you now is true. You will rule wise while she is my queen.
Oh! Cool, John! Yes! I want to figure out though, like, how this episode's gonna end. Oh, I'm worried! But yes, go John!
Clarence.
He knows the truth about John.
He does.
Because you told him.
I know! Tyrion was an idiot, why did he go tell him?
And she learned from John, though I begged him not to tell her. As I said, he betrayed me.
I'm glad Sansa told me. I am your hand. I need to be aware of any threats you're facing.
Doesn't matter now.
Oh, poor Danny. I feel for her. She's lost a lot. And, like, she's worked, like I've said in all the past episodes, like, she's worked so hard for this. Like, all the seasons building up to this. Oh, this piece of crap. Come on, mate. When are you gonna just give it up? John already said no. You can't force him. Oh! Oh my god! Oh no, is he gonna be killed by Drogon? Oh, I mean, his intentions were good, but at the same time, he should have stopped when Tyrion warned him. But I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to do it for the good of the people and stuff, which is totally fine. Like, I agree with that. But at the same time, it's like conflicted feelings.
Sentence you to die.
Oh! I don't want to see his death, to be honest.
I don't have love here.
Oh, Danny.
I only have fear.
I love you. And you will always be my queen.
But I don't think it'll be good enough.
Ready the Unsullied. Tonight you sail for King's Landing to join the Northern armies.
Cersei's followers will abandon her if they know the war is lost. Give them that chance. If the city surrenders, they will ring the bells and raise the gates. Please, if you hear them ringing the bells, call off the attack.
Oh, she looks...
Wait for me outside the city. You'll know when it's time.
She's just like, she's ready to just give it all and just get that throne. I like this throne too, though.
I was stopped trying to get past our lines.
What?
It seems he hasn't abandoned your sister after all.
Oh.
The next time you fail me will be the last time you fail me.
Yeah, she's just done with everyone.
Try. If not for yourself, if not for her, and for every one of the million people in that city, innocent or otherwise.
To be honest, I never really cared much for them. Innocent or otherwise.
They're all just as bad as each other.
If it weren't for you, I never would have survived my childhood. You would have. You were the only one who didn't treat me like a monster.
That's the one thing I like about Jamie. Oh god, tears already. Oh. Oh. Oh, just pausing it for a second. I just love that there's just that silhouette of the mountain in the background. I don't know why, that just gave me the chills. Okay, sorry. Uh-oh, there she comes. What is she doing? Oh god. Actually, smart idea taking out the fleet first, in a way. Thinking about it now, they underestimated her again. Because I think she had this in her head for a while. We underestimated her again, I did especially. And the funny thing is, they haven't actually properly shown a shot of her yet, of Daenerys, so I'm excited to see. She's getting a little nervous. In your face, girl! Oh, yes! Oh, that shot! Oh, the cinematics in this show are so good. Makes me so happy. Oh, are they surrendering? Oh! Yes! Thank God. Someone ring the bell! Oh, she looks amazing! Oh! The show! Oh my god! The tension! Someone ring the fucking bell! Come on! Ring it! Oh! Ah. Please, Dany, please. Remember your promise. Oh, she looks amazing! Oh my gosh! Just go for the castle. Destroy the castle. Uh-oh. No, no! Never mind. I take back what I said. No! They surrendered peacefully! What are you doing? I understand why Grey Worm is doing though, because obviously it's Sunday, but they surrendered. They rang the fucking bell. Come on! Those innocent people, like... Oh! Was... So Davos's promise was to get the people out? Oh, that's so nice of him. No! No! Don't kill the... No! Don't kill the innocent people! No! Oh no! Don't... Please don't kill that little girl, please! Jon, just run for it. I'm sorry, but I feel like Jon should just abandon it and go back to the north. Look at him, he just doesn't, like, he isn't, like, caring, even as he fights. He doesn't... F*** off, mate! F*** off! Leave her alone! Oh, he's still freaking alive, are you kidding me?
Oh, but I am. And I fucked the queen.
Is that all you cared about, you idiot?
I win.
Oh! No, don't! I hate my camera. Frickin' hell. Dying at the most important part of the thing. Frick! No, please! No, Jamie! No!
Keep is the safest place in the city. The Unsullied have breached the gates of the Red Keep.
Oh. So weird to see her crying. But at the same time, I'm not happy with Danny. No! Oh!
I'm going to kill her.
You think you wanted revenge a long time? I've been after it all my life. It's all I care about. And look at me. Look at me! You come with me. You die here.
Sandor. Thank you.
Fuck! Why? Arya, run, go! Oh. Oh, I love the hound. Oh. Oh. So good.
Sir Gregor, I command you. Obey your queen, Sir Gregor.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. The brothers are exactly the same. Oh, what a scene! This looks like a video game or something. Oh my god! He's gonna break the sword in half. Oh. Holy shit. Oh!
You've always been.
It looks like Anakin! She didn't deserve this moment. Oh, that shot! Oh! No! Oh, God! Oh, oh God, why is he... Oh, Arya, get to John! Or something! Get to someone from the north, if they're still alive.
Take my hand. Take my hand.
Oh! The lady from before! Go, Arya! Go! No! Put it in his head! Aim for the head! Are you kidding me? No! Don't hurt Arya! You pieces of shit! Just die together for all God's sakes. eerily beautiful. Just gonna say that. Very, it's like, yeah, eerily beautiful. Oh, what a scene. I think someone's coming. I hope it's not my sister. I'm watching Game of Thrones! Okay, yeah. Just as my dad walked in, the episode ended. I'm gonna take it back. That ending, I think... Yeah. I think Arya might have perished. I think. What the fuck, Game of Thrones? Why? This show makes me so mad on so many levels. I'm not crying mainly because I'm in shock. I'm not crying mainly because I'm in shock. Some parts, like I screamed so loudly for when Arya was lying there. I was like, if Jon walks across that body, he gonna kill Daddy. Okay, wait. The video's not over because I am back. It's been a few hours, and the thing is, I actually was in a lot of shock after watching the episode, so I went back after having a bit of a break and I watched it another 2 times. The third time kind of skipping through it a bit quickly, but the second time watching it again. And yeah, like watching it now, like without the shock and stuff, I'm kind of just like, why? So we're gonna go through this again because I wrote some notes down properly this time, and we're gonna go through it because just why? Just why? Just why? Because I'm all over the place about this. Okay, we're gonna start off with Jaime. Alright, going back to Cersei. Okay, I had heard rumors of people saying that Jaime's gonna go back to Cersei and kill her and stuff, and I was like, dude, no, that's not why he's going back. He's going back because he loves her, and because, you know, his character development has been up and down throughout the whole entire series. But the one thing it just really annoyed me, though, the fact that he did go back, and the whole thing was that, especially with the last episode, I thought maybe he might reconsider or something. Like, if he did get to Cersei and then it didn't work out, maybe he got away or maybe killed, I don't know. But my main problem is, like, what was the point with the whole relationship and build up with Brienne? I don't actually understand that. Like, just why? Because we got all those beautiful scenes together with them throughout the whole series, that build up of that relationship, like, beneath the water, like, kind of like, we could feel it. It was building and building and building, and obviously we got that moment in the last episode. But then in this episode, it's just like, why are you going back to her? Like, you're so much more better than that. And I understand though, like, I don't actually have a big problem with that. But at the same time, it just annoys me because I'm just like, why? This is the big deal that I have with this episode. Cersei died. Like, she died. She died with her title to the Iron Throne as Queen of King's Landing. She died with her child. She died with her lover. Happy ending technically for them, because they didn't get served justice. Because, I mean, Cersei has been the villain of this story for, like, the past few seasons. Well, kind of like always, but the main villain probably, like, since last season, or the season before that. Yeah. And it's just been building and building and building for this. And, like, she had everything, like, even though she was defeated by Daenerys, it was like, she had everything still. Like, again, castle, throne, title, and was reunited with her lover and died with him. It's just like, that's like the worst possible thing you could do for the ending of such a magnificent villain of the TV show. Like, why? And just, like, Lena Headey, she has become one of my favorite actresses because she plays Cersei so beautifully. And just, it feels like it's just been wasted in this one moment where they ended up in the depths of the castle of King's Landing, and they've ended up, like, just getting buried alive. And it's like, that's not satisfying at all. Because even when I was watching it, I was like, But it wasn't like, oh my god, like, yes, yes, yes. Like, it wasn't like that at all. It was just like, that's it. Like, she's gone. Okay. It's just like, why? Like, this whole build-up we've been waiting for this season, been waiting for like 2 years, a year, 2 years, yeah, for this moment. And I feel really let down because it was like, that was the whole thing, that Dany was gonna come, fight Cersei, and then get the throne. But the way that it's been executed, I'm really, really disappointed. Especially because of the fact that she got to die with Jaime, she got to die with her lover, she got to be reunited with him and die with him. And just, yeah, it's just, it really annoys me. I'm also trying to be really careful because I just realized my sister's home, so I have to be careful what I say because she hasn't watched it. Another thing, shock value death, the Hound. Like, why? Because I mean, yeah, like it's been said in the episodes, like, yes, he's wanted to obviously die, like there are better things in life than what he has to go through, and he'd rather be dead. But like, it was so easy and just perfect, a perfect location as well. Like, very, 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 very perfect location. I'm not saying the fight or anything was bad. Brilliant. So good. So tense, and absolutely loved it. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know, I just expected it to be better, especially because of the fact that finally we get this moment between the Mountain and the Hound. And yeah, bing, pew. Like, that was it. And it was just like, just why? Like, and I feel like it was more of a shock value death than anything else. And it's just really, 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 really disappointing for that, because, I mean, I'm gonna say it, the one good part of this episode was the fact that Arya and the Hound got that beautiful moment. I'm so glad that we got that moment, because otherwise it would have just been very, okay, I'm gonna continue about Arya later, but that moment was so beautiful, like, because we haven't really seen him kind of like crack like that, like be really sensitive with her and just actually break it to her, like, you could die in this situation, you need to go. It's beautiful, and I loved it. But why was Arya in this episode if all that was going to happen was that she was not going to end up killing Cersei? Like, why? Like, was it just the whole thing about shock, like her being in that situation and just trying to get more reaction from the audience? Because now that I've watched the promo for the next episode, I understand, because at the end, you know, I was talking about the fact that Arya could be dead, like she could just be imagining it. But no, it was like, actually, like, she found the horse conveniently and is getting out of like the remains of King's Landing. And it's just like, why? Like, it's really poorly done, I believe. And it's just like, she went there to tick off another person off of her list, and yet all she did throughout the episode was run away. And yes, I get the, you know, but then it's like, why execute it in that way? Like, you could have done it any other way, but instead you wanted the shock value to come from the fact that Arya was in this situation, and we get a reaction from her running through this whole thing, and that's the whole where all the shock value comes from. And I was kind of like disappointed when I went back and watched it. I was like, oh my god, wait, yeah. Like, because I cracked it when, you know, she was on the floor, and I was like, oh my god, like, are they just going to quickly cut away from this and then someone comes and finds her and then, oh, like that. Instead, she falls like 3 times conveniently and wakes up and is perfectly fine while everyone else is like dead around her. And it's just convenient. It's just like, it's just like, oh my lord. Need to calm down because I'm getting hyped. And yeah, like, I really expected her to get Cersei. Like, I really wanted her to, because it would have just been so nice. And I saw someone on Tumblr had said, imagine if she had gone and found Jaime's body, cut off his head, and then taken his head and the arm to Cersei and then killed her. I was like, that actually would have been very brutal, but at the same time it would have been like, oh yeah, like bow down sister. But it was just horribly convenient. Okay, now this is something I spoke about at the beginning of the episode, and I'm going to continue talking about it even though I was shocked by it. Like, Dany becoming the Mad Queen. Like, I really enjoyed that. Like, but the thing is, I just didn't expect it to be in that way. The fact that she, in a way, was like triggered by the bell. Like, she, like, and like after that she kind of just went into that kind of like glazed view and was like, nah, I'm going to destroy everything. And I'm on board with it. I mean, I've seen people being like, after obviously watching it, I went and had a look at what people are saying. I'm not disappointed by it. I actually really enjoyed it because, I mean, like, yes, it is a little disappointing though, because I mean, we've had 8 seasons build up to this moment where she's gonna get the Iron Throne and stuff. But at the same time, I knew that she was very vulnerable in Westeros because of the fact that she is, you know, she's a foreigner, technically, she's an outsider, and because of the fact that she was losing all her comrades so quickly and blah, blah, and she got betrayed by Varys. So I was like, she's on the edge, she's on the verge of kind of just going bloop. And I'm kind of surprised that she didn't do it earlier, especially with this is the one thing I don't like as well. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Especially when Missandei died, like, that was like, you could see she was on the tethering on the edge of just like, of breaking. And I loved that scene. Emilia did that beautifully. But I was really disappointed the fact that they didn't linger more on Missandei's death. It just went away like that. Like, she just spoke about the fact that this is the only thing she brought. And then, it burned and didn't talk about it again. Jon walks in and I was like, alright, is that it? And that was really disappointing. But, I would have liked to have seen a bit more build-up in this episode particularly, especially with the betrayal that happened, because she just didn't seem shocked. Like, yes, like, I love the scene where she was like, I was betrayed by Jon, but then she was saying, like, Varys was told by Tyrion, Tyrion was told by Sansa, and Sansa was told by Jon. I feel like the betrayal part of Varys should have been dragged out a little bit more, and the impact it had on Dany, because, I mean, he's been there for, like, a season, 2 seasons by her side with Tyrion, so that's definitely something I would have liked to have seen more. But yeah, I'm just thoroughly shocked that I'm really shocked to see this level of writing at this stage of the season after so many brilliant seasons we've had of Game of Thrones. I'm really, really shocked that, you know, the fact that all we got for the ending of one of the greatest female villains in television, like, series writing is, that's how she went out. Like, I feel like George R. R. Martin really could have done, like, a double better job of doing it, and he would have done it 10 times worse. I feel like this is just, like, this is what I was afraid of, like, especially because he hasn't written the books, and he probably wouldn't be able to finish it on time for the TV series, dampening it a little bit, like, to make it a little bit easier to, like, finish off the story. And this is what people have, like, really, like, discussed in the past few weeks and the past few episodes that have come out for this season, that it's very, very rushed. I feel like the last one dragged out. A lot of people were saying it was rushed, but for me, I don't know. I think for me, I think everyone has a different opinion about episodes, but for me, I felt it was very dragged out in certain moments that were very unnecessary, where the storytelling could have been told in better places, for example. For me, like, that was my opinion for the last episode. But even for this episode, like, compare this episode to the 3rd episode, it's very poor. The 3rd episode definitely is still so good. Brilliantly written and choreographed. That whole episode was beautiful. I love that episode still. So good, and had me on the edge so many times. Like, even when I go back and watch it, it's so good. I've watched it like a few times now. Still one of my favorite episodes, and one of my favorite fights, definitely. But to compare it to these 2 episodes, it's just really shocking to see that, that sort of quality in this stage of the season, especially because of the season finale next week. And yeah, I'm just, to be honest, I'm very disappointed with this episode. I really expected a lot more. Like, I liked it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I did, for example, with the Night King, the third episode, where it was like, I was just in shock after watching that whole episode. But now, I just felt like really disappointed after watching it and going back and watching it a second time. I was like, really? Come on. Like, it is disappointing to see that it is very poorly written for this episode, especially because it's like one of the biggest episodes we've been waiting for. I was so excited. I was like, yes, like this is the episode where things are gonna happen, like certain stuff is gonna happen with Cersei and everything. And yet it was very, very disappointing, and I'm kind of like worried about the season finale now, especially with how they've kind of set it up poorly. Like, they really, like, because I want to talk about my theories, but I'm gonna make that into a separate video for the next episode, because it's the finale, it's Game of Thrones. I'm gonna do my expectations for the next episode. Like, thinking about it now, it's just very, very poor, and I'm really disappointed with how they've done it. And I think the only thing that I was really happy with was how they kind of set up the Mad Queen thing, because yes, it doesn't matter the fact that she wasn't the Mad Queen the whole time, because like, she's been under stress ever since she came to Westeros, and that's completely fine. Like, she's under so much strain from the fact that she's alone, and she could be betrayed more than ever before. So I was really accepting of that, and I really enjoyed, and like, I enjoyed the fight of like the Hound. Those were like my two favorite moments, and the Arya and the Hound moment. Those were my favorite parts. But other than that, everything else, I was just kind of like in shock watching it, like disappointed and shocked at the same time in certain areas. I think you guys will probably be able to tell. But yeah. Oh well. But anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give a like, subscribe, comment, and tell me your thoughts on this episode of Game of Thrones for you guys. Like I said, it wasn't one of my favorites. I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. I liked it, some of the things that were in this episode, but I didn't thoroughly love it. Also, I didn't talk about Jon. Jon disappeared for like most of the episode. He was hardly there. But yeah, that's also something for next week. He definitely is not on board with everything that's going on with Dany. He definitely knows there's a massive change in her, and definitely we're going to see that change happen a lot more next episode. So that's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Chris Mangill out.